the recent attack on his residence, the Osun mastermind has called on the candidate of Labour Party, Right Honourable Lasun Yussuff, to work with security agencies to unravel the attackers instead of making accusations that is capable of causing crisis in the state. The civil society group made this call on Wednesday at its July edition of the state address delivered by Dr. Wasiu Ademola Oyedokun Ali. The group described as preposterous the action of the former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives to quickly pointing accusing fingers at another candidate without any sort of investigation.
We are concerned that a few days to the election, issues like this are cropping up in the polity, needlessly supercharging the atmosphere and making it unsafe for ordinary citizens of the state. First, we condemn in its entirety any clandestine attempt to intimidate any of the candidates. We believe that our electoral process has matured beyond such barbaric approach to winning elections. We therefore condemn the act in its entirety and urge security agencies to immediately conduct detailed investigations into the unfortunate incidents and unravel the identities of the perpetrators and their sponsors. Secondly, we found it preposterous and rather unfortunate that Right Honourable Lasun Yussuff had so quickly pointed accusing fingers at another candidate when there has still not been any sort of investigation into the matter by relevant security agencies. Such hasty and still baseless accusations make it easy to think that the entire narrative was hatched by him to discredit and blackmail another candidate. Attempts at blackmailing other candidates are as devilish as attempts to intimidate other candidates. We say with all sense of responsibility that Right Honourable Yussuff's hasty accusations are as faulty and undemocratic as the attempt by anyone to intimidate him. His rights under the law guarantee him access to security agencies in situations like this, instead of making insulting statements that may have further heightened tension in the state. We can have a successful election without such resort to unlawful methods. One will reasonably expect Honourable Lasun Yussuff to exercise caution and be procedural in ventilating his anger. We again urge security agencies to, as a matter of urgency, investigate the reported event with the aim of unraveling the identity of the perpetrators. We also urge Right Honourable Lasun Yussuff to work with security agencies in this regard, instead of making such reckless accusations that will set the state on the path of anarchy.
The organization urged all citizens with permanent voters card to pay close attention to the track record of each of the candidates representing themselves for election.
We urge all citizens of the state with valid permanent voters card to participate in the election on Saturday, as it is their opportunity to influence the governance of our dear state.
The executive director charged Osun electorate against vote buying and the dangers associated with it.
It is unfortunate that at this time in the history of our dear state and country, a lot of citizens are still considering selling their votes. This is dangerous and we condemn it in its entirety. We plead with citizens of Osun to kindly make the best voting decisions for their future. Taking money for votes is equal to selling our collective destinies to ox who have nothing to offer our dear state. We must reject the pretense they will be offering to buy our votes and decide with our clean consciences whom we prefer to direct the affairs of our state for the next 4 years. If we continue to choose right, we will all eventually get out of the poverty ravaging our society. It is impossible to get our government right if we continue selling our votes.
From Ushogbo, Tomilala, Insight Next TV.